Hello, YouTube. This is Debra Smith coming to you today with my Wednesday's food for thought. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Wednesday, and I'm going to get right into this quote. My quote for today is, "What consumes your mind controls your life." I'm going to say that one more time. What consumes your mind controls your life. This is a very, very, very true quote. We all know what consumes our mind definitely controls our life. What we take in, what we're doing, what we're even listening to, who we are being around, all of that stuff takes over our spirit and it consumes our life. I wrote down a few things of the negative that we usually uh, let consume us and it controls our life. And a lot of time we wonder, why is our life so out of order and so chaotic? And it's because of the things that we're letting that we're consuming that is controlling our lives. And one of the things I wrote down was hate. We know this to be true. It's so many haters out there. So many people just, they make it a way of life. They practice hate. They just love to hate on people. And it is so very sad. And a lot of things be happening in their lives and going wrong because you can't have a positive life if you're always somewhere hating and being mean and ugly. And the second one is anger. So many angry people in the world. Drugs, alcohol, food. I hear so many people say, oh, I'm so overweight. And, because we just sit and eat, and some people just sit and eat for so many different reasons, not because they're hungry, but, because they're depressed or they're lonely or what have you. And before they know it, they're using food to replace all these things. And before they know it, it has consumed their life. It has controlled their life. They're out of control. They can't stop eating, and therefore, they gain all this weight, and life is just, not happy for them. So, the next one was jealousy. So much jealousy. A lot of people in the world hate to see other people, even their own friends, get ahead. They always being jealous of everything, begrudging everything that someone has or something, what they do, and it's so very sad. That lets you know that that person can't love their self, because when you love yourself and you know your worth, you don't have to be jealous of anybody else, because you know that you too can obtain the same thing that you might be hating somebody else over. So, it's sad that we live in these things, and this is usually what, we consume these things and it controls our life. The next thing is money. We know money, so much greed, fear. Fear takes over many people, and fear will literally paralyze you. Fear, some people are so fearful that they never go out of their house. They live in fear. They are just afraid. And the biggest thing on this list, the last thing, is pride. A lot of people are so very prideful and live in pride from day to day. So these things are the negative things that consumes our life and controls our life, and it just have us out of order, off balance. But I was thinking about the good things that we could consume. A lot of times we don't want these things because we look at it as boring, but these things can make our life much better if we would practice them and live in these things and let them control us. And that's love, peace, happiness, joy, good deeds, kindness, patience, and giving. If we let these things consume us, life will be so much better. These are the things that we need to let control us. And we got to let these things take over our mind, hearts, and spirit, and life will be much better. I saw this quote, and I really love this quote because it was talking to me as well. Because I know a lot of times I will sit and just nibble on things. I'm a snacker. I love to snack, and before I know it, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm just frustrated with myself, saying, oh, I gotta stop eating this and I gotta stop drinking this. So we have to learn how to counteract and to do things that's best for us, so those things can control us. So I hope that this quote has really helped someone today. and that it spoke to someone, that we can start taking on the positive so it can, consuming that so it can control us. And I hope everybody continue to have a fantastic Wednesday. I wanted to mention too, I noticed YouTube. Now, this is something that I have to practice is perseverance because it's really been frustrating me. I didn't mention it, but January 21st, I had been on YouTube for 1 year. But it seemed like every time I kept climbing in subscribers, YouTube would unsubscribe me. Yeah, it probably is a few people that unsubscribe on their own because they didn't like my channel. And, I'm not on here to please. I know I can't please everyone, but I'm on here for the people who do like me and that I can help. And but a lot of my subscribers been telling me YouTube is continually unsubscribing me, and I got to resubscribe back, and I don't know why this is happening. I heard a lot of people say they're having problems with their channel, but if you still want me and you notice that I've been unsubscribed from you, would you please subscribe to me back? I would really appreciate it. I love being on YouTube, and I'm trying to persevere and not get totally frustrated with this. I was just yesterday had finally gotten to 400. I should have been way farther than this, being on YouTube over a year. But like I said, every time I got close, I would drop back 10 subscribers or more. But like I said yesterday, I noticed I was at 400, and this morning when I looked on my channel, I was at 390. It's so crazy, But like I said, I'm gonna keep persevering and pressing on. And if you do like my channel and still want me, and you notice that I've been unsubscribed, would you please subscribe back? And I want everyone to continue to have a blessed Wednesday. And until my next video, everyone, please stay blessed.